Over 4,500 years ago, under the blazing Egyptian sun, a king named Khufu dreamed of immortality. Not through battle or bloodline, but through stone. He commanded the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza, the largest monument the world had ever seen. For 20 years, tens of thousands of workers moved millions of limestone blocks with nothing but human will and divine ambition. The pyramid rose higher than any temple, closer to the gods, a stairway to eternity. Khufu's reign was strict, his vision unmatched. Though his body turned to dust, his monument still stands, whispering his name through the desert wind. I am Khufu, the king who built forever. Before there was David, before the golden age of Israel, there was Saul, the tall, proud warrior chosen by God himself to lead his people. At first, Saul was humble, brave, a man of the people. He fought Israel's enemies and united the tribes under one banner. But power is a dangerous thing. Pride crept in, and Saul began to believe he stood above divine command. Disobeying the prophet Samuel, his favor with God slipped away, and the kingdom with it. As David rose, Saul's jealousy burned brighter than his crown. In his final battle, surrounded and defeated, the once chosen king fell on his own sword. From chosen to forsaken, the story of Saul is a lesson in how pride can undo even the anointed. In the heart of 16th century Russia, a boy king named Ivan IV rose from a childhood of betrayal and blood. Crowned as the first Tsar of all Russia, he dreamed of unity and power, but his reign twisted into terror. Haunted by paranoia and rage, Ivan unleashed the Oprichnina, a brutal force that silenced enemies and burned cities to ash. Once a visionary reformer, he became a shadow of his own creation, consumed by the very fear he spread. Even his crown grew heavy with guilt. After striking down his own son in a fit of fury, Russia wept, and the legend of Ivan the Terrible was born. A ruler remembered not for mercy, but for madness. In the year 1031, a young prince named Henry ascended the French throne, not into glory, but into chaos. Surrounded by scheming nobles and a restless people, Henry fought to hold together a fragile kingdom. While others saw only weakness, he quietly laid the groundwork for the rise of France's future power. His reign wasn't about dazzling victories or opulent palaces. It was about survival. Against rebellion, betrayal, and famine, King Henry I stood firm, a ruler forgotten by time, but essential to France's destiny. He was the calm before the storm, the shadow before the Sun King's light.
In the shadows of colonial Manila, a young man named Andres Bonifacio rose from poverty to ignite a revolution, not born into power but into purpose. By candlelight, he founded the Katipunan, a secret society sworn to fight for freedom from Spanish rule. With a bolo in one hand and the flag of the motherland in the other, Bonifacio led his brothers into battle, shouting, "Kalayan!" Freedom. But revolution is never simple. Betrayed by rivals and executed by his own countrymen, his body fell, yet his spirit burned on. Today, every cry for freedom in the Philippines still echoes his voice. Freedom is not begged for, it is taken.
In the ashes of a fallen Rome, one man dreamed of unity, Charlemagne, king of the Franks. Through countless battles, he forged an empire that stretched across Western Europe. But his power wasn't just built on the sword. He revived learning, justice, and faith. On Christmas Day, in the year 800, the Pope crowned him Emperor of the Romans, marking the birth of a new era. From warrior to ruler to legend, Charlemagne became the father of Europe, shaping the destiny of nations yet to come. In the heart of ancient Rome, Emperor Nero ruled with fire, literally. At first, he was loved, young, charming, promising art and peace. But power twisted him. His paranoia grew, his enemies multiplied, and soon, even his own mother fell by his sword. Then came the Great Fire of Rome. Flames devoured the city while rumors spread that Nero played his lyre and sang as it burned. Whether truth or myth, it cemented his legacy in smoke and chaos. When rebellion rose against him, Nero fled, whispering his last words, "What an artist dies in me." And with that, the empire's most infamous ruler vanished into legend.